The Galactic Biodome was the largest zoo in the Orion Arm, a place where younglings could safely observe life from the most dangerous worlds in the galaxy. Behind shimmering containment fields, apex predators prowled, hissed, and snarled. Signs displayed warning colors and educational holograms. Caution: specimen from Deathworld-class planets. Approach glass at own risk. On this particular day, a class of young aliens buzzed with excitement as their teacher guided them through the Deathworld Predator Exhibit. There were creatures from worlds so toxic or savage that most civilizations only observed them via drones. A massive, scaled creature from Vorgan 3 devoured an artificial carcass, its muscles rippling like cables under its hide. Next to it, a furred biped from Zoltec Prime shredded a log with claws that could slice through steel. The younglings gasped and whispered. But then, one small voice, a soft, high-pitched trill, cut through the noise. "Teacher," the little one asked, "where are the humans?" The teacher froze. Several of the adults nearby glanced nervously at each other. The translator nodes registered an awkward silence that lasted a few seconds too long. "Humans," the teacher repeated, forcing a calm tone. "Well, my dear, humans are not part of this exhibit." "But why not?" the child persisted. "Aren't they from a death world, too?" A nearby parent clicked their mandibles uncomfortably. "Technically, yes," they murmured. "Earth is classified as a Category 12 death world." The youngling's eyes widened. "Category 12? But the biggest predator here is only from a Category 9? Shouldn't humans be in that cage?" The teacher flustered, trying to maintain the lesson's cheerful tone. "Ah, you see, little one, humans are complicated." An old custodian, cleaning near the enclosure, chuckled quietly, the kind of laugh that said you don't know half of it. The tour moved on, but the little alien kept asking. Eventually, the teacher sighed and decided to explain. "Long ago," she began, "the Galactic Council tried to place a few human specimens in the exhibit, for educational purposes." "What happened?" the youngling asked eagerly. The teacher paused. "They escaped." "Escaped?" "Indeed, they bypassed every containment field, disabled the observation drones, and released most of the other predators as well. By the time the security forces arrived, the humans had already repaired a ship from the maintenance bay and left." The class was silent. Even the creatures in the nearby pens seemed to quiet down, as if listening. One youngling whispered, "But how could they do that? Those cages can hold plasma bears and void serpents." The teacher smiled thinly. "Yes, but you see, humans don't fight like predators. They think like engineers. They adapt. They turn their environment into a tool. That is what makes them the most dangerous kind of Deathworlder, not because they the strongest, but because they're the most resourceful." The old custodian chuckled again. "You're being polite, teacher. The last time the council tried to study humans, the humans ended up studying them instead." He leaned on his cleaning rod, eyes distant with memory. "They asked us why we keep dangerous creatures in cages for education. Then they suggested maybe we were the ones in cages. Cages of fear." The younglings looked at him wide-eyed. "So, they're free now?" one asked. "Oh, yes," he said. "They're very free. Too free for a zoo." Later that day, the class stopped at the Galactic Archives Pavilion, where holograms of extinct or uncontainable species were displayed. The little alien noticed a large, empty field marked with glowing red letters. "Exhibit removed. Species classified level Omega Access. Restricted by Galactic Council Order 34A." Curious, the child tapped the info button. A brief message appeared. "Homo sapiens. Origin, Terra, Sol 3. Status, uncontainable. Recommended policy, diplomatic distance." The child frowned. "Uncontainable?" The custodian, passing by again, smiled softly. "Means they don't belong behind glass, little one. They belong out there. He gestured toward the stars. They build cities where others see wastelands. They turn deathworlds into homeworlds. You can keep a human in a cage. They'll turn it into a laboratory, a workshop, or a weapon. And when they're done, they'll walk right out and thank you for the challenge. The child blinked. So, are they bad? The custodian shook his head. No, just human. Sometimes dangerous, sometimes kind, but always unpredictable. As the class prepared to leave, the little alien glanced one last time at the empty space where the human exhibit should been. He imagined what they might look like. Fragile, maybe, but with eyes that didn't match their frail form. Eyes that calculated, planned, built. He tugged at his teacher's robe. If humans aren't here, he said, then where are they now? The teacher followed his gaze to the stars beyond the dome's transparent roof. Everywhere, she whispered, out there, exploring, settling, watching, building new worlds where no one else dares to go. The youngling stared in awe. They must be brave. The custodian's chuckle echoed one last time. Brave? Maybe. But remember this. The moment you put a human in a cage, you'll realize who the real predator is. The little one didn't quite understand, but somehow it felt important. The stars outside shimmered faintly as if laughing. Somewhere, out there, humanity thrived. No longer an exhibit, but a legend whispered across the galaxy.